Is that Nancy's daddy? Is that Nancy's daddy? Let's go back. That looked like him. That's Nancy's daddy from Nightmare on Elm Street. I forget his name. John Saxon. He was also in Black Christmas. People forget that he was in Black Christmas. All right, we got another upcoming horror movie to talk about. This is coming courtesy of Bloody Disgusting, written by Alex DiVincenzo. Death Cycle trailer, giallo-inspired revenge thriller secures distribution ahead of Fright Fest premiere. Rev your engines for the Death Cycle trailer, which draws inspiration from Italian giallo films while evoking Quentin Tarantino's Death Proof. The Canadian revenge thriller will premiere at the Fright Fest in London on August 24th before screening at Sitges Film Festival in Spain in October. Deadline reports that Uncorked Entertainment has acquired the film for a 2026 release in the US and the Philippines, while Black Fawn Distribution will release the film in Canada. That gives me pause because I don't have a huge positive feeling about Uncorked Entertainment. A lot of the times when I've seen Uncorked Entertainment's movies, I don't care for them too much. They're a little bit better than Wild Eye, in my opinion, but there's always room for improvement with every distribution company. So because this is, something that they're acquiring, I will reserve judgment until I've seen the movie. What do you guys think of Uncorked or Wild Eye, or what is your favorite distribution company versus your least favorite distribution company? After the death of her sister, a woman is visited by a man looking to solve a series of murders by a motorcycle maniac. As their shared fear grows, the killer's rampage continues, leaving them both questioning who the real monster is. Kristen Castor from Death Valley, Sasha Ormond, Matthew Nienaber from Psycho Gorman, Justin Bott, Matt Dackhill, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, Matt, my bad if I'm not, Death Valley, James Flair from For the Sake of Vicious, and West Hill Star. Gabriel Carrier from The Sake of Vicious directs from a script by David McLeod. Late Fox Pictures, High Rise Studio, and Chronovisor Images produce. With our festival run to commence, the Death Cycle team is ecstatic to have our world premiere at the legendary Fright Fest UK. It's been a dream of ours from the moment Dave McLeod wrote the script, said Kara. Given the film's deep giallo roots and my personal connection to Italian cinema through my family, it felt only right to debut the film in Europe. Gabriel Carrer has crafted a sharp, uncompromising thriller with Death Cycle, a film that masterfully blends giallo style with modern slasher brutality, adds Uncorked Entertainment president Keith Leppert. And they have included some poster artwork down here for Death Cycle. And what I'm going to do, as always, is I will watch the trailer at the end of the broadcast. That way, if I have any issues with copyright that forces me to remove that segment, it won't affect the rest of the show. So we'll come back to the trailer at the end of the broadcast. I don't know if you guys have heard of Death Cycle. It does remind me, the imagery reminds me of, is it Blood Beach? Not Blood Beach. There's a 80s slasher movie with a slasher in a motorcycle helmet. Nightmare Beach. I think it's called Nightmare Beach. That's what this imagery reminds me of. All right, let's get into this. I read their name in the
fractured skull, broken pelvis, lacerated liver, and 2 blood transfusions.
That is horrible.
It was an accident. At least that's what they say it was.
Super Death's irresistible AIP grindhouse vibe, great structure, fab soundtrack, and stylish direction from Alan Jones, film critic.
You don't think so?
I don't know what to think.
There's shit going on.
There always is.
Okay, already the dialogue. I don't think so. I don't know what to think. There's shit going on. There always is. This is terrible. I'm sorry. This sounds. Does this sound good to you? Because it sounds terrible to me. I feel like this dialogue is horrible. But if it's a good, I mean, it's meant to be a slasher movie. If you were just going with it being a slasher movie, I'd be more forgiving. But since you wanted to say giallo, we have a little bit of a high for me. Anyways, I have a little bit of a higher standard for giallos than just slasher movies. I feel like a giallo needs to be written a little bit better, and you definitely have to have that mystery involved in the giallo. You have to have the inspector or the detective, and typically the dialogue isn't this clunky. But let's continue.
Your brother's dead.
Oh my god. This is lazy exposition. This is okay. I'm gonna give it another shot. I'm gonna give it another shot. The horror world hasn't had a good vehicular slasher since Quentin Tarantino's Death Proof. Timothy Rawls from iHorror. Okay, well, we will see. Let's see.
Somebody had problems with the
I thought he
solvents.
was actually killing people with the motorcycle, because if you're going to compare it to Death Proof, in Death Proof, Stuntman Mike was killing people with his car. So if I assumed he was going to use his motorcycle to kill people, but that just looked like he stomped on somebody.
And if it's not you, then who?
I swear she has something to do with Eddie and Ray.
There was a hit and run last night involving 2 women.
Okay, so
Only one of them died.
I want you to talk to her. I need you to hear her story.
Eddie, talk. Everything. Everything!
I didn't see. It could just be a bad trailer. I don't know. What do you guys think? I just think this does not look good to me. I'm sorry. If it comes out and I have to retract my statement, I'm fine with that. But right now, this does not look good to me. This looks terrible. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This will have to be on Tubi before I watch this. This has have to be free 99 before I watch this. All right, let's look at the next one. What do you guys think of that? Because it's not hitting for me. I don't think that's hitting. Before I do this one, let me pull up the trailer for Nightmare Beach, because I seem to remember it being more entertaining than this. Well, that is pulling up. Tony Man says, "Remember when I said this car was? It's 100% death proof. Problem is, you really need to be in my seat." I've seen that movie I don't know how many times. Hey Warren, you know this guy? Yeah. Well, who is he? Stuntman Mike. What's he do? He's a stuntman. Here we go. 1989. Is this the original trailer though? Well, let me see before I. Yes, it's original trailer. Okay. Because I like the trailers from the 80s. I don't like the recut trailers of today. Don't take an old movie and give me a new trailer for it. I don't want to see it. I want to see the old trailer. And Tony Man also says, don't forget Nail Gun Killer. Nail Gun Massacre is the name of the movie. It's Nail Gun Massacre. And it's also better than what I saw in that trailer right there. So let me show you guys Nightmare Beach from 1999.
1 week of non-stop partying guaranteed to blow away so many brain cells you won't even remember your name. Oh, wow!
Don't do one of these years by sunrise Easter morning. One and the whole school year of bender.
You definitely don't want your friend throwing condoms on you like that, I don't think.
I want to get off of this thing!
That's what I want to see.
Welcome to spring break, the annual migration of the idiot.
Where are you gonna go with this car? There's no room.
Hey, biker parking only. Get a grip.
Chill. Look, we don't want any trouble, all right?
Edward Diablo Santor, the state stands ready to execute you as charged. Do you have any last words?
May the Lord have mercy on you.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
There's too many jokes in this.
I guess
I'm still gonna watch it though.
Sick Diablo's biker buddies.
Vowed he was coming back.
Now you see what I'm looking forward to, even though that wasn't a biker death, like that had nothing to do with your motorcycle. Still more entertaining than what they just showed me on that trailer. Dude, what you doing? Yeah, put some oil on, you ashy. That's funny. Is that Nancy's daddy? Is that Nancy's daddy? Let's go back. That looked like him. That's Nancy's daddy from Nightmare on Elm Street. I forget his name. John Saxon. He was also in Black Christmas. People forget that he was in Black Christmas.
Surely an officer with a deadly weapon. That's cause to blow your fucking pretty head off.
Okay, these sound effects don't go with the scene.
Who killed my friend?
Who? How would she know? What are you doing? This movie is crazy. All right, I'm not gonna play anymore because it seemed like it's showing all the kills, and the cyclist keeps electrocuting people. Still more entertaining. I would have liked an actual bike kill, but electrocuting people in the mouth is still more entertaining than what they just showed us in that trailer. Tom Baker says, always found the beach very mysterious. I love coastal towns. Tex says, yeah, I've been collecting old blaxploitation trailers, but I nearly downloaded the modern trailers for some of those films. They are terrible and too polished. They don't fit the classic movie. I agree. And also, I like the voiceover guy, especially the 70s blaxploitation voiceover guy. Darfelina says, that looks promising. Yeah, this movie, Nightmare Beach, is on YouTube to watch. I was going to watch that sometime. The tagline, guns, bikes, babes, and heavy metal at a cinema near you. Mm-hmm. I'll let it finish out because it already spoiled most of the movie. Nice effects there. I like that. Yeah, melt people. That's what I want to see. A Laguna Entertainment production. So they filmed this in California, look like.